Hey everyone, welcome back to another gameplay video. I am Mike, and here joining me once again is Randall, Shizukatz. This time we are bringing you another gameplay video featuring the 8 gate combo from Heaven's Field 2 with the level 1 Rin and the level 3 Sakura. This time we're pitting it against the good old Kaguya build, standby into level 3 Kaguya. Let's see how it goes.
I think if anything, the hardest part for me in this matchup is going to be dealing with your massive level 2 game, because like with the early plays in this deck, you're able to get quite big, but Kaguya is like the master being huge at 2. So
yeah, on my end, I'm definitely going to be looking into trying to set up the Vice President Kaguya at level 2 so I can start trying to contest your board, because otherwise you do reach to pretty high numbers. But I think worst case though, I can always fall back to the good old level 3 Shirogane. Alright. 2, 3. 2, 3.
Alright, so I'll be going first. Let's see what we got here. For my start, I'm gonna ditch just one.
I will ditch...
I'll ditch this climax.
Okay, I will ditch one as well.
Okay. So, draw for turn. You know when your hand is like
So
bunch of
good.
good cards, you don't know what to clock?
Yeah, that's a sign of a good deck.
Huh. So against Kaguya, you consider what options they have. So they have the K. The K clean cut runner is definitely the card that I'm most concerned about. I think I'm actually gonna clock this Ilya.
Okay.
Let's see what we get. Alright, so normally I would probably want to save this, but it's also the only card in my hand that K cannot kill on her own. Since this Saber gets plus 1500 power 5 2 or less stock. So this is going to be my lead off. And we're going to go ahead and direct with this for 2.
1, 2, speaking of Ks. There we go. Draw for turn.
Worried about her for nothing.
Excellent. Drew exactly what I wanted. I do want experience red and 3. At level 1. I want experience 2, but generally speaking, this is the best one. 2 revert, or 2 clock. I do have the answer, fortunately.
Ah.
And I'll play a K.
Dude.
Okay. Front.
Yeah.
For 1.
Take.
And direct here. Okay.
Yeah.
And direct here for 3.
1, 2, 3. Take the 3.
Here we go.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and draw. I think my play this turn is actually just going to be kill that. Play to all 3 lanes and kill that. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
2K is fairly small.
block the Rin.
That Fate deck does have utility that is 2000 power, like the Ilya Top Jet 4.
Yep. So we're gonna start with this. I'm gonna go ahead and ditch a climax.
That tells me naturally this have another one
Yep. And
at the ready.
grab the Rin. I don't think I'm quite ready to combo yet. So we're gonna go ahead and play another one of those. And I'm gonna ditch this Ilya. Okay.
Yes, at the very minimum, he has his climax and 2 copies of the Ring combo, so you will have a pretty good next turn.
Yeah. And then I think for my last card, I'm gonna play this Ilya on play, pay 1 and clock 1. Oh, okay. Level up. I'm gonna be leveling red here probably, so let's go ahead and level this Rin. And then I look at up to X cards from top of my deck, where X is the number of Master Servant characters I have, and add a character from among them to my hand. So 1, 2, 3.
Pretty solid utility all around, so
Yeah.
see which one you want.
I think I'm gonna just go ahead and grab an Ilya for the deck control, and I will now go to attack phase.
I'll go ahead and mill, just because I want more rating room, and I'll stay.
Alright. I'm gonna front to crash for 1. One more card deeper.
Cancel.
Okay. We'll direct for 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, cancel.
So I do have the option to just pass here. Doing this would potentially give up more cards on my board. If I attack here and he takes 2 and he has Ricky, he can still go to level 1. Cards in hand? You have
I have
just
5
five
cards. Yeah, 5
hands.
cards.
Any Rickies in waiting room?
There's 1.
1. Honestly, I think I want to prioritize my own stock now more than anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and direct for 2.
1, 2, and 2's good.
Alright. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Let's do some future prep work. Well, I think either way I'm going to start blocking with this. Least useful card in my hand. And unfortunately, I do have to pass turn.
Okay. Draw here. So I'm going to take this opportunity to start milling down my deck to get near my first refresh.
So then I started milling.
Okay. So I think I'm going to start with a Saber Brainstorm. And for each climax I hit, this is gonna let me search my deck for a Master Servant. I did hit 1, and I want
3
those.
events.
I want those. All right, so I search 1. I'm gonna grab the level 1 Rin.
Okay.
And then let's see. Play the Rin Brainstorm, and I'm gonna brainstorm one more time. Hit 2. Oh, there's the 4th one. All right, hit 2 off of that, so I can get 2 cards here. That's gonna result in my end hand being, assuming I play 1 more character, it's gonna be 8. So I'm gonna have to discard 1 anyway. But let's go ahead and prep for later stuff. So this is probably the least valuable card in my hand and the one that I'm going to end up discarding at the end of the turn. So the other 2 I'm going to pick up are, I think I want this so I can try to grab the event later on. And so the 2 cards I'll pick up are the Rin 1-0 and the 2-1 Alias.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play another Ilia. And this is gonna let me mill my deck down to 3 cards from my triggers. So we're gonna use the effect, discarding a Saber Searcher. And so I have 6 in deck. And we're trying to go down to exactly 3, so we get 3 guaranteed clean triggers. So from among these, does this have to change at all? What I do want to consider is that whatever I discard here, I will be able to potentially pick up next turn off of my combos. So I think what I'm going to pick up is the Rin Archer.
Okay. Can I check your weighting?
Sure.
So you're probably 7 out.
Yeah, 7 out.
Right, and let's see how many of some stuff. We know that he doesn't have the event in his hand because there's 4 in here. And there are 3 early play wins. We know he has 3 1-0 Rins and hit the corresponding climax, and then there's also 2 of the 2K Archer back up in here. Okay.
All right. Let's get right into the attacks. So we're going to direct for 2.
1, 2, level. I'm gonna go ahead and level the level 3 Kaguya.
Okay. Second attack for 2.
1, 2.
1 more time for 2.
1, 2. Okay.
Refresh. And then at end of turn, I'm going to be ditching the Rin and Archer. I can get this back later if needed.
I'll go ahead and draw for turn.
point. I need that.
Alright, so I am definitely not going to be able to mill through my deck to try to refresh at one, so I do have one of the pure Kaguya that I triggered and have my second one in my waiting room. This deck only does run 2, so I won't worry too much about climaxes being stuck because I know it'll just go back. Clock and draw 2. This is not good. I'm gonna go ahead and play these. And
Don't say climax phase.
oh, we are very close to climax phase here.
Oh my god.
We definitely live in a world where we are going to attack twice.
What is your hand? Do you not have the K?
No.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I didn't draw any Chicas and any K, so my level.
Or not the K, the Hayasaka.
Oh yeah, no, not yeah. Hayasaka, I didn't draw any Hayasakas. Don't have any Chicas. Sometimes it'd be like that. We accept it.
Yep.
But what I will do is I'll prep my positioning so that I can play my Hirosaka in the front row. I'll go ahead and play standby and play it over here. And I know he doesn't have counters, so it should be no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and front here first for 2.
Cancel. Effect 1K here.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and climax combo with the Kaguya. Get a marker. I'll look at it and get a marker, and then on attack, salvage. There still isn't hurt. Okay, well, I'm just gonna grab. Is that what I want? Yeah, I'll grab a full sprint Kaguya.
Take the 1.
Okay.
I get reverse.
And then I will discard the marker to search my deck for my Hayasaka.
Sounds good.
Hopefully we can start crawling back a bit.
Okay. Can I check your waiting room, please? Alright, so we've got 1 climax there, 1 there, 3 here. So that means there's at most 3 climaxes in this 14 card deck. Not the greatest ratio. So we're going to try and...
Blast.
Yep.
So anyways, I started blasting.
So I don't think I need to play this 3rd one since I do just have this Ilya chilling here from last turn. So I think we're just going to go in with 2 copies of the combo. The order does matter here because the power gain is based on how many cards are on the board when I play them. So this is currently 7-5.
7-5, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to play 1 here first.
And it gets...
Gains 2k since I have 4 characters. It includes itself, so this is currently 6-5. This one is going to gain 2-5, going up to 7. And then we're going to go in with the 1k one.
And the Saber Brainstorm does have an effect.
Yeah, so when I play a climax, I choose 2 of my characters and give them 500 apiece. So I'm going to give them to the 2 relevant lanes. So these each get 500. And I'm going to start by crashing my Ilya here, since when it gets reversed, my Rin Brainstorm will allow me to give an additional 1k to the center slot.
Yep.
So this is going to be a front for 2.
1, 2, level. Gonna level Hirosaka.
Get that experience 5. Alright, so now we're going to front here. This was 7k, 8k, 9k, 9-5.
9-5.
So 9-5 to your 7-5. And then when I attack, climax combo, if I have another character, I mill 2. Okay. And then I can salvage a character whose level is equal or lower than the sum of the milled cards. So the milled cards were a 3 and a 0. So I can salvage a level 3 or lower. I'm going to grab my Rin Archer Free Fresh back. And this is going to be for 2.
1, 2. Okay.
Okay, and then for our 3rd attack, we're going to combo once again. 3 and a 3. So I can salvage anything. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Ilya back. And this is going to be for 2.
Seems like you're having some trouble grabbing that card. Seems like I'm having some trouble
canceling.
not losing. Alright, stand my remaining characters and draw for a turn. Oh my lord. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, unless he drew off his one card, ATV counter, he still doesn't have a backup, so we can probably find around that. How many? I have 2 climax combos in the waiting room. So what is the plan here? Okay, I will start off with Hazaka drop search. Pay 1, discard 1, do search. Going to grab myself a climax combo.
Wait a minute, how many standbys did you have in your hand?
These are things you don't need to worry about.
So currently 6, so if you did one combo, that would let you marker 1, search 1, trigger 3 times, and end with 1 card in deck.
Best news I've heard all game.
It's definitely where you want to be.
Do not want to resonance because that size is perfect. And we'll go ahead and play standby. Gonna bounce back my Hazaka and give 2k to Kaguya and then activate standby. Get up the Vice President. And I will, let's see. I mean, chances are I am going to trigger. So let's just give ourselves more options by attacking here first. Marker. For 1.
Take the 1.
Alright, discard marker, search. Grab a...
Wait, the marker was the climax?
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, it's actually not that bad. It's actually preferred.
I would say that's pretty good because it lets you get the climax back into the refresh.
Exactly. So that's actually a stroke of luck.
Yeah. I'll just tap. Okay. You added which card?
Level 3 Kaguya.
Okay.
I'm gonna front with my Hertzaka for 2.
Take the 2.
And dirt with Kaguya for 2.
Take the 2. So I do need blue for my assist. We're gonna go ahead and level one of the Ilias.
Your move.
Draw for turn. Okay. Actually think it might be a good idea to hold both copies of these. So currently out 3. 4, 4. So if I hit 1 on Saber, we're good to go. I'm going to brainstorm with Saber.
Okay.
And no clock. Hit
Rather
1.
Search than salvage.
Hit 1, so I get to search. Main reason I went with this one is because if I hit the brainstorm, it does take an extra card out of my deck, which is the 1 card difference that I need here.
Oh, for setting up an archer refresh.
Because as you can see, I currently have 10, but when I search 1, it's going to take out 1, and then when I follow up with this Ilia, it's going to take me all the way down to...
Exactly 5.
Yeah. The card I'm going to grab here is a Rin.
Oh, I can see some wombo combos coming up. My chances are he already has one in hand.
This plan's actually going quite different than I anticipated. And there is... May I check your waiting room real quick? Okay, so I see this card. And so this tells me that I think I actually don't go for a free fresh play this turn and instead just attack 3 times. So finishing the brainstorm cut.
Yep.
So yeah, I think I actually just...
The card Randall was looking at is the stock swap.
Yeah. So I think I attack thrice and just chill. So I do still want to try to kill as many of his cards as possible, so we're going to go ahead and play this. This is going to be able to kill that. Play an Ilya. I'll play a Rin. This is going to gain 2,500 power.
Okay.
And then I think we're just chilling. So I'm going to go ahead and front here for a 1.
Refresh 8. There you go. Refresh point. Oof. Level, the last color we need. Experience 9. Experience 8.
Okay, so when this is reversed, the Rin Brainstorm is going to give an extra 1k here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go ahead and front here for 7k for 1. And off the gate, I'm going to grab my Black Sakura.
Okay. 1 is good.
All right, now let's just not trigger another one.
Another one.
Another one. All right, so that was a bit unfortunate, but
How many we do?
we live. There are 4 in waiting room.
Okay. Salvage another level 3 Sakura.
Yep.
And 1 is good.
And then I need to ditch one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I need to think about the power lines that are incoming. So he has a level assist, and he has the Sakura that's, or not Sakura, he has the Kaguya that's gonna move up to front row, essentially giving his full board like 3k power. Any level 3 in his front row can basically get plus 3k power over its base value. So the power lines I'm looking at is probably around 13k. So considering holding these, yeah, I think I'm actually going to drop Ren Archer Free Fresh.
Okay.
And then over to you.
Since you decided not to refresh this turn, it's going to be quite a while until you'll need that card again. So, draw for turn. Okay, so my goal this turn is just to stay alive. I don't think I want to alter my deck state too much because I am still relatively compressed. So I'll go ahead and just play some healers. I'm gonna go ahead and play level 3 Kaguya. Heal. Push my Vice President up. When she's in the front row, she does give global 15 to all of my characters. How many cards in deck? Are there 7 cards in deck?
6.
6 cards in deck. And there's 2 potential climaxes left. I mean, I could try to consider the option of not healing again and conserving my stock. I think that's probably for the better. If he has 2 left. Yeah, I think that is what I will go ahead and do. I'm gonna go ahead and go into attack.
Okay.
Front with the red Kaguya, standby. Gonna standby out another.
It's pretty good. For 3, cancel, and then I am reversed.
I will go ahead and activate Kaguya's effect. I will resonance and discard. Burn 1.
Take.
Okay. Now I know he has 1 more, so I'm just gonna go ahead.
Or do you?
Or do I? Well, either way, I'm gonna do it. I will front, pay 1, and discard. What am I discarding here? Ooh, these cards are all really good. That's a tough one, actually. I think I'm gonna discard the climax swap.
Okay. Yeah, there's 1.
Yep.
Alright, so 6 going back. This is quite a small deck, though. I have bunch of stock, bunch of hand. Our compression is looking pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. Tap.
Okay.
So, burn 1.
Yeah, burn 1, and then refresh a point.
Remember, we do have to finish resolving the effect that was occurring, and then right after that effect finishes, then we would go to resolve
Trigger?
refresh.
Oh yeah.
And then trigger. For 2.
Take.
Alright, so mission accomplished. Try to, well, mission super accomplished if we get this up, but unlikely. 4. Goodbye, Randall. See you, Randall. Yes. Ooh.
That's fine, we have healers. And now we have a really compressed deck. Let's level this. We're not playing that anymore.
Remove.
Alright, stand and draw.
I wasn't really expecting to hit Randall to 3. Now his Sarkos might come and eat my deck.
What does your waiting room and decks, what does your state even look like? So you got...
I have 4 hand.
4 hand, 2 in here. Let's see his deck size. I don't know if I want to mess with that right now. Instead, what we're going to do is... Well, let's take a look at the field size. So this is 12-5. This is 12-5.
Yes, these are both 12-5 and this is 13.
Okay, I'm going to check waiting room again. Curious. Huh, there is a play I have in mind. And I think we're gonna go for it. So we're gonna start by playing 2 Rins, healing twice, and paying out those 2 climaxes. I'm gonna move our cards this way, play Ilya. This is an assist 1500 to master or servant characters in front of her, so she is making these both currently 10k. I think I'm cool to just go to climax phase here. We're gonna resonate on the Rins.
Okay.
These both get plus 3k until end of your turn, so these are both 13k. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the front here for 1.
Cancel on 1.
And then with my Rin Brainstorm, since this gets reversed, I'm gonna give 1k to middle.
Okay.
I'm gonna front here. This is for 14, for 2.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a refresh counter. I will not use effect, but that will allow me to get bigger for 2. And I will activate effect, discard K, burn 1.
Take 1. We'll front here for 2, 3.
1, 2, cancel.
Okay.
Stand and draw a gate. Interesting. Do we have enough hand? Do we have enough stock? Play that. Pay 1. Pay 1. Pay 1. 13k. If I play the Shirogane, I can clock shoot, but if I play Kaguya, I can potentially deal 1 extra point of damage.
How much hand do you have?
3 hand. I'm gonna resonate.
Mm-hmm.
And pay 1. I'm just gonna add the K. Just need ammo for hand size. Push this up.
Okay.
Play the Hayasaka with no effect.
Mm-hmm.
So let's double check the math one more time. 9-5, front 15, so that's 11. Kaguya puts it up to 12-5. Play a 1k1 to 13-5, plus an extra 2k, so 15-5 against his 13.
Seems pretty good.
And in terms of hand size, I will have enough hand size to discard for both the Kaguya and the Vice President. Okay, sounds good to me. I'm gonna play 1k1, and then when I play Climax, I'm gonna bounce the Hayasaka, give my red Kaguya 2000 power.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to front Climax combo, pay 1, burn 1, and she gets another 1000.
2000, isn't it?
I think it's 1000. Oh no, it's 2000. It is 2000. Yeah. Good.
Alright, take
Burn
the 1.
And she is quite large. 4-3.
Alright, for safety,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Zelrich,
Mm-hmm.
giving his Kaguya plus 4 soul. So either I'm taking 7 or there's no way I take 7.
There is actually no one this time.
Okay.
Okay. On reverse, I will go ahead, resonate, discard, burn 1.
Take the 1.
These are sticking. Okay. Going to go ahead and I want to do this first. So Dirt on attack, pay 1, and discard. I'm gonna go ahead and discard the Hayasaka. Burn 2.
Uh-oh, how many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's not so bad.
It's not so bad.
1,
Unless you take it.
cancel,
Okay. Trigger. For 4.
cancel.
And I will go ahead and pay 1, burn 1.
So the way I die here is if this toplet cancels. Don't do it.
Come on.
Okay,
Okay. 3.
cancel.
Your move.
Alright, this is dead. Draw.
Mhm.
Going back with all 8.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I will not be able to clock for turn because this refresh point is going to put me at
3-6.
3-6. Card's hand?
1.
Alright, so because he has 1 card in hand, I know he cannot use Kaguya Resonance against me.
Mm-hmm.
So I can attack without fear. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play a Black Sakura. On play, she lets me draw 2 cards and discard a card. So we're going to be looking for her Gate Climax. That's not it. We'll play another one. That's the wrong number.
But you do have the insurance with the 1-0 rim
Yep.
that you searced out all those turns ago.
I'm going to check your reading room.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is going to be fun.
I have 9 cards in deck.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and discard this.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play the Rin. On play, pay 1, discard a card. Look at up to 4, choose anything, and add it to hand, send the rest to waiting room. We did not find it.
I like what I hear. That's what we want to hear. But the sucker will still, at worst, be able to, one of them will still be able to pay the cost. So.
One, that, no, because I need more. Oh, maybe that does work. I'm gonna add this, send these to waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna play over this and then brainstorm.
Aha, yeah, that gives you an extra chance.
Hit, Oh, and we didn't hit it. We didn't hit that. We didn't see the climax.
And here comes the extra stock from the Ilya.
Yep, Ilya. I can rest this, choose a card in my hand, send it to stock.
All right, there's no way you missed now.
Pay 1.
Mm-hmm.
Discard 1. All right, we got it. But I only have this plus one other card in my hand. So that means I need to hit a gate.
Yeah, you want to trigger.
Easy game. All right, so I have 2 chances to hit a gate so that I have a hand to discard for the last copy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Oh, does this matter? These are going to be... So these are both currently 11, 12 with climax.
This is 13.
13.
This is also 13.
Okay, so I can crash here, give 1k here, crash here, give 1k here, crash here. And then these will both die, right?
Those
these
are
11.
These are 12s, right?
12s, and then the brainstorm.
13, 13.
So these will...
Ooh, that's nasty.
Double tie.
Yep.
All right, easy game. All right, let's go. So I'm going to front here for 3.
Come on.
Oh, that's a good number.
Cancel, cancel, cancel. Ooh.
Oh my.
All right. And a revenge power.
Yeah, power here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the climax combo itself is not the actual finisher ability. The climax combo lets me put up to 3 cards from the top of my deck into stock.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to use the non-climax combo ability. Pay 3. Please, no gates in here. No gates. 1 gate. I believe. All right, so we mill the bottom 6.
Okay, there are only 6 cards left. And there are 2. So refresh with 8. And then after I finish shuffling my deck, I will take 2 damage. And then refresh point. So worst case scenario, I take everything here. I'm still at 3-6, which is okay. I'm still alive for now.
Okay.
All right, so let's take 2, cancel, and refresh point.
Easy gate.
No gate.
Oh! Let's go!
Oh, slightly upsetting.
Oh.
I'm going to stop his shenanigans by just dying here. Oh, cancel.
Oh
no.
my god. Alright, climax combo. On attack, I get 3 stock. Pay 3. Discard 1. Mill bottom 6.
Alright, let's... 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4.
Oh.
Oh, stop it. Alright, no more. No, 2's fine. 2's fine. Alright, 2's good.
Okay.
2's good. So I can still take the 2. 1, 2. And then I can take a 3.
3.
Cancel on 3.
Oh, let's go!
Good game.
Wow, that gate.
Photo finished right there.
Yeah, that gate actually didn't do anything.
It didn't, because I was free on the top. But it was definitely a lot more exciting.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. We have 2 kind of very high octane finishes to our gameplay matches with the 2 gameplay videos for this 8-gate Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel Volume 2 deck.
Yeah, I definitely think as far as the way that I like envision this deck, apart from like building this deck around the concept of not having as many of the earlier Fate cards.
Right, because one of the things that we did try to do approaching this deck was that a lot of the Heaven's Feel Volume 1 cards in English right now are kind of prohibitively expensive. A lot of the double rares are $20, $30. Even the Sakura Brainstorm, I think, is going for 60, 70, even 80, depending on where you look. So, you know, that's not a really good way to try to start Fate if you are a fan of the show and you are getting into the game, starting with Volume 2. So we tried to build a deck using mostly Volume 2 cards.
Mostly.
And it's very nice because there are some cards that we would love to have, and they did reprint. For example, the Silver Thread Alchemy Elegant Lead Ilya is a card originally from Fate Stay Night Volume 1 UBW, but Bushiroad was kind enough to reprint this so we can have it as a cheap rare.
Yeah. And
then outside of that, there aren't too many old cards. There's a rare 1/0 Archer backup, and then the most important one, the one that is irreplaceable, is the Rin and Archer Free Fresh, which is just a super strong card. There is nothing else like it in Fate. So if you were to pick up a card, most likely this is going to be very high priority.
Yeah. Just a couple quick comments about the deck, I guess. So the fact that this Rin is just a regular healer, you have to pay 2 stock. I felt like the 2/1 Ilya was a good complement to that, as it not only supports the Rin that wants to be really big, it helps her get even bigger, but also being able to convert some hand into stock to help lessen the stock cost from the Rin, I thought was really good. And then the Rin level 1 combo, due to not being selective mill, since it's you have to mill 2, I really wanted to gear my level 0 line towards having extremely high amounts of mill. So like with this Ilya, mainly, instead of the like Avenger Shiro that is commonly used, because that one doesn't affect your deck state as much. This one allows you to basically go through 5 cards in your deck, really turbo through that first deck.
So kind of like the concept being, since we can't control our mills with the Climax combo, we can't control our mills with the other cards we choose to run, like the 2 Ilias and also the 1/0 Rin, which does allow you to add up to anything on top of being variable, 1 through 4 mil.
Yeah, definitely showed its worth there.
Had a super cool play on the last turn where he, in conjunction with the 2/1, like you guys saw, gave that extra stock to be able to dig extra deep into his deck to find the Sakura Climax.
Yeah.
And then also another thing to note is, since this deck is 8 gate and we are not running the level 0 Shiro that gives every Master Clock Encore, this Sakura is very powerful. It's right here because it provides a way for you to not only gain advantage at level 0, but also provides a consistent stock out.
Yeah, so like the combination of these two I felt was sort of the idea that I wanted to go for the level 0 line. And then also the Saber drop search just being like really big. Since we don't run the Shiro Avenger, her being a servant trait character is not so much of a problem, but she is a big body on the board. So I think these 3 cards, this was the idea that I really wanted to go for this build.
Yeah. So if you were suggesting, because right now these are basically the cards that we are running, is there anything else from previous sets? I think these are the only ones, right?
I think that's it, yeah.
Right. So like if you were to suggest perhaps if someone were to try to build this variant, the 8 gate build, what would you suggest if they did have to spend a bit less money, try to be on more of a budget? Because right now these cards are quite a bit pricey.
Right. I think between the two, this is the one that's easier to drop. It does fill the role of like being a beater and being utility, but like you could probably find something that fills the gap, probably not quite as well, but like just like does a similar job. The thing about the Rin and Archer is that this card has such good synergy with the Rin early play, as the Free Fresh allows you to immediately set up the 2 or less Climax in waiting room condition for the early play. So currently in this build, I am running 3 copies of the Rin and Archer Free Fresh. How much is this card going for right now? Like, is it like 20 to 25?
It's like 20 to 25, the Rin Archer Free Fresh. As of the time of this video, I believe it's around 20, 25.
Yeah, I do think that it is a worthwhile investment to try to look for at least like 2 copies if you can do that.
Yeah.
The role that this card plays, though, is not really replaceable.
Right, and if you do want to eventually try to build some other Fate builds, most of the lists that you see online, they will run this card.
Yeah, that's a good thing about this card, I feel, is that if you go in on the investment of purchasing like even just like 2 copies of this card you can literally play in like every single one of your Fate decks, because it's just such an all-around good card that you want to include anyway.
Yeah. Alright, that does it for our gameplay video of this game, and alongside a couple of extra comments from the deck builder himself, Randall. And we will see you guys on our next video.
Bye, guys.